Hello, and welcome to the Veterans Gratitude Week Warrior Salute class. My name is Rick Rowan. I am an Air Force combat veteran, Vietnam, era, low-level reconnaissance pilot. I'm coming to you from North Carolina and been working with Veterans Yoga Project since 2014. I've taught yoga at the VA, and I've taught all kinds of folks with disabilities and issues. And so today's class is going to be a chair assist class for those who cannot get up and down off the floor easily and would prefer, or they have knee issues or hip issues, whatever it might be. If you choose to do this class on the mat, you certainly can do that. So you can have the choice of either practicing with me in the chair or doing the practice on the mat. A few words about Veterans Yoga Project. It's a 501c3. Our goal is to bring yoga to veterans and their family members, active duty, and their family members. That is our mission. If you can read it, it's on the sign behind me here to my left, or to my right, or actually my right. So donations to Veterans Yoga Project can be made at veteransyogaproject.org. There is currently a $25,000 match for any donations that you make. So thank you in advance for that. Today's class is going to consist of chair to start with, which can be done seated on the mat. And then we will come to standing and using the chair as a prop. We'll do some standing postures. Then we'll come back to seated either on the mat or in the chair and finish our practice with a short guided rest. Along the way, I'll be reminding you to occasionally bring something to mind that you're grateful for. The 5 tools that we teach in Veterans Yoga Project and to veterans are meditation, guided rest, breathing, mindful movement, and gratitude. And we'll have a short segment or parts of all of those things in the practice that we do today. So with all of that being said, I will move back to the mat and we will begin our practice. The first consideration when you're doing a practice on the mat is that you have the mat in a place where it's not going to move and shift around for you. So putting it on the mat is a wonderful thing, or you can actually have the chair up against a wall, and that way the chair will not slide or move. And we'll be doing some standing postures, and you'll understand why I tell you to do it that way. So let's begin our practice. Leaning or just resting back in the chair comfortably, feet are comfortably wide, and we're just easing back. You feel down through the feet, and you feel down through the sits bones, the backs of the legs, and you feel your back, middle back and low back against the back of the chair. I want to mention to you that there is no pain in yoga. So if you experience pain at any of the movements or postures that we're practicing today, then please rest or modify that posture so it's not painful to you. Sensation is the goal, and sensation that you can breathe and you won't be holding your breath. So the breathing is an integral part of the practice. But we'll begin with a short meditation, mindfulness meditation, noticing and focusing on the breath. So find that connection with the mat, find that connection with the chair, and just release, beginning from the top of the head down through the face is soft, the neck is relaxed. Let the shoulders release, relax the hips, relax the legs, relax the feet, the toes. You can relax the toenails and the arms, and the hands, and the fingers. And now bring your awareness to the breath. Just notice the flow of the breath in and out. Notice any pain or discomfort. Just notice. Bring your awareness back to the breath. Allow the breath to deepen now. Filling the belly and then the middle chest and the upper chest, three-part breath. Feel the chest lift. Feel the belly subside and sink back toward the spine as you exhale. One or two more deep breaths here. Now exhale and take one really, really deep breath, filling the lungs, expanding the ribs side to side and front to back. And exhale. Letting it all go. Good. Move forward a little bit in the chair, coming away from the back of the chair if you're using the chair. Lift up tall here. Again, feel down through the feet. Feel the toes on the mat. Feel the sits bones on the chair or the mat. And then lift up tall. Bringing the chin in slightly, the top of the head reaches to the ceiling. This is your seated mountain pose. Let's all bring our hands out to the side. My right is your right. And as you inhale, turn the palms to the ceiling, get strong through the arms, and now let the hands rise up toward the ceiling. Bring the palms to touch, only if it works for your shoulders. And then as you exhale, take the arms wide and the hands come down toward the floor. Big, long inhales and exhales. Inhale and bring the arms up. Arms touch. And exhaling, reaching wide as the hands come down. And one more time. Opening wide, fingers spread, hands to the ceiling, gaze lifted. And now take the gaze straight ahead and gently draw those arms back by the ears. Take a breath. And as you exhale, bring the hands down by your side. Bringing the hands in, take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, take the gaze over the right shoulder and let the chin drop down toward the shoulder. Inhale in, bring the head up into center, and take the gaze to the left, chin drops toward the left shoulder. Bring the head up into center. Exhale in, the chin drops toward the chest, keep the shoulders back. Don't close off the throat. Little stretch in the back of the neck. And as you inhale, bring the head up. And now draw the shoulders back, lift the gaze to the ceiling, and press the chin toward the ceiling. Jut the jaw. And coming back to that upright seat. Take that breath. Bring the right arm out in front. Stay tall in the chair, reach the fingers forward and spread the fingers. Palm faces to the inside. And as you inhale, let the hand rise up to the ceiling. Gaze follows the lifted hand. And now bring the left hand down to the front left leg of the chair and arc to your left. Keep that right sits bone rooted down. as you reach up and over. Inhaling, come back to the ceiling, and exhale the right hand down. Bring out the left hand, get tall, strong through the left arm. Inhale that left arm up. Reach, and now bring the right hand down to the front right leg of the chair and arc over to the right. Inhaling the left hand up. Reach and exhale the left arm down. Take that breath. Notice the sensations in the arms and the hands. Yeah. Bring the left hand across to the top of the right knee. We're not going to pull on that knee. We're just going to use that hand to push into the knee to lift. Get tall. Bring the right hand back toward the back of the chair. And as you exhale, let the shoulders release and twist gently to the right. Inhale, come to center. Bring the right hand across, and how about that gentle twist now to the left? And coming back to center. One more, let's twist to the right. This time extend that right arm, reaching back, gazing toward that right hand. Exhaling, come back to center. And as you inhale, open now to the left, extending that left arm. And as you exhale, coming back to center. Pretty good, all right. So we're in our chair, and if you choose, you can use your block here, or if you're able, just bring that left leg, left foot onto the right knee. Flex that left foot. You can even kind of grab onto that foot to make sure that you keep it flexed to protect the knee. We don't want any sensation in the knee. With that foot either on the knee, or you can rest it on a block if you can't quite get that foot up onto the knee. Wherever you are with that foot, just gently come forward, finding sensation, and breathe. I like to hold these postures for about 5 deep breaths. Inhale. Coming up, release the left foot from the ankle and bring the right ankle onto the left. I have less mobility in my right hip. So the idea is to find balance in the body, but sometimes that's really difficult if you've got a few years on you, as I do. But coming forward gently. As you inhale, lift back up and release that foot down to the floor. We're going to do a posture now called gate. And normally this posture is done if you're on the mat, you're on your knees, standing on your knees, and you bring that right foot, we'll start on the right, you bring that right foot out to the side. If you're in the chair, move gently or easily a little bit over toward the right edge of the chair and extend that right foot out to the side. Left knee points straight to the top of the mat. Keep the shoulders lined up with that extended right leg. And we'll start by bringing the right hand down to the inside of the right leg, and then we lift the left hand to the ceiling and arc over the extended right leg. Press that right foot down into the floor with a little bend in the knee. As you inhale, lift back up. And if you have a block, Put it out to the side on the left side of the chair, and you can now bring your hand down to that block, lift the right hand to the ceiling, and now you can extend to the left, finding a straight line from the fingertips to the toes. And reach. Inhaling, coming up, and bring that right hand down, and bring the right foot in. Come to the center in your chair, take a breath, and exhale. So you can move that rock over to the right, up the right side of the chair, moving a little bit to the left. And if you're on the mat, just stay kneeling, but extend that left leg out to the side. Right knee points to the front of the mat. And we'll start by arcing over the left leg. So open that right shoulder, take that right hand to the ceiling, and arc over the left leg. As you inhale, bring the hand back up and down to that block, lifting the left hand and reaching out and over to the right. Gaze to the ceiling. Big, long, deep breaths. And bringing that hand back. Take the left hand down, bring the left foot in. And let's settle back into the chair, resting against the back of the chair. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. Good. Sliding forward in the chair to the edge of the chair. Take the feet out in front with the feet flat on the mat, hip width apart. If you're seated on the mat, we're moving into seated forward fold. So put a little bend in those knees if you're on the mat. Lift up tall. And as you exhale, just come forward. This is one of those where you need to be sure that chair is not going to move out from under you. So just slide the hands down the legs, come as low as you choose, finding sensation in the backs of the legs. Let the head just drop down toward the knees as you exhale. Soften, releasing maybe a little bit lower with each exhale. On your inhale, gently round back up. Let the hands just come back up the legs. And come back to that upright seat. Let's do some cat-cow here. So as you exhale, let the chin drop down toward the chest, cup the knees with the hands. And as you inhale, now the shoulders draw back and down, the gaze lifts to the ceiling. And as you exhale, round. And inhale and open. Gaze lifts, elbows in. Exhale. And in. And coming back to that upright seat, let's take the feet wide, still on the front edge of the chair, pointing the toes away. So the legs and the feet and the toes all in line. Take the heart over toward the right leg and now arch, just gently come over that right leg. Inhale, lifting back up. And now to the left, coming over the left leg. Left hand could be on the edge of the seat of the chair. And inhaling, lifting back up. Bring both feet in. Come to that seated mountain pose. Take a breath and exhale. So let's come to standing. And I'm going to turn the chair around. So the seat of the chair is toward me. And I'm going to come into table. So if you're on the mat, you're in your table posture. If you're standing, you're in standing table. Now, if you have wrist issues and having the hands flat on the seat of the chair is not comfortable for you, you can wrap your fingers around the edge of the chair seat. So whichever works best for you. So find your table. And if you're standing, again, that connection with the feet, with the mat. So pick the mat up with your toes, wiggle your toes, feel down through the bottom of the feet. And we'll do cat-cow here in table. So as you inhale, lift the gaze over the seat of the chair, to the back of the chair, and then exhale and take the middle of the back to the ceiling. Inhaling, gaze lifts, belly drops, exhaling, rounding up. Two more, inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. With the left hand on the edge of the chair or flat on the seat of the chair, extend the right arm to the side, put a little bend in that left knee. So you're bending the left knee, and now as you inhale, take the right hand to the ceiling. And as you exhale, bring that right hand down and take that breath. Extend the left hand to the side, bend the right knee, and now open to the right. To the left, I'm sorry. And exhale and bring the left hand down. Take that breath. We're going to be moving into bird dog or awkward pose. So bring that left hand to the back of the chair, the top of the back of the chair. And now lift that left leg. Oops. The right leg, I'm sorry, lift the right leg hip height. Stay strong through that right heel. And if you choose, you can leave the left hand on the back of the chair, or you can lift that left hand off the back of the chair. The gaze is straight down to the mat of the chair. And bring the left hand down and bring the right foot down beside the left. Take a breath, move the knees, bending one knee and then the other. And now bring the right hand to the top of the back of the chair and lift the left foot hip height. Toes point straight down to the mat. And if you're comfortable, lift that right hand, get long from fingertips to the heel of the left foot. Now bring the right hand down and bring the left foot down beside the right. Again, take a breath, move a little bit. You can take the hips side to side, bending the knees. And we're going to move into lunge here. So if you're working with a chair, step the left foot a little bit closer to the chair. And now step the right foot back toward the back of the mat. Get long, let the hips drop here, bending that left knee. And you're in lunge. As you breathe, you let the hips move a little bit lower toward the mat, strong through that extended right leg. Good. Step that right foot up and the left foot back beside the right. Take a breath. And now step the left foot, the right foot a little closer to the chair. Step back with the left foot. Again, the hips settle. Good breathing. Always breathing. And step the left foot up and the right foot back beside the left, back in table. So let's move into a warrior one. So again, step that left foot toward the chair, step the right foot back, and then spin that right heel in and down. Two lanes for the feet here, so the feet are not one right behind the other. Bend that front knee, and if you're comfortable here, just take the hands up into warrior one. Exhaling, the hands come back down to the seat. Step the left foot back a little bit, bring the right foot up beside the left. Take a breath. Now take the right foot a little closer to the chair and the left foot comes back. Spin the heel in and down. Find your warrior one stance here, strong through that extended left leg. And lift up to warrior one. And breathe. Exhaling, the hands come back down to the chair. Take the right foot back a little bit, left foot up beside the right. Back and table. So we're going to do sun salutation A using the chair as a prop. So from here, just come to standing. And now you're standing mountain pose. So press into the mat with the feet. Get tall, roll the hips under just slightly so we're not sway backed. Strong through the arms. So we're going to do sun salutation A. Inhale and bring the hands up. And exhale, arms wide as you dive into a forward fold. You can bring the hands to the seat of the chair, or if you have your block, you can take your hands down to your block or to the mat. Bending those knees, feel the belly touch the thighs. Forward fold. Inhale, come to half lift. And now exhale, we're going to step back into plank, to chair plank. Or plank on the mat. Stay strong here. Exhale and just lower a slight bit. And then press into the chair seat, into upward dog. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Head between the arms, knees are bent. Gently press one heel into the mat and the other heel into the mat. Couple of breaths. And now step the feet toward the chair. Come to half lift, hands on the seat of the chair or hands below the knees on the shins with a long spine. The gaze is straight down. Strong pose here as you press into the mat with the feet. And now exhale, then knees to forward fold. Back in our forward fold. Face releases toward the knees, and the knees are bent, the belly's on the thighs. Now put a little bend in the knees, get long through the spine as you take the arms wide, press the belly down and press into the mat with the feet to come back up. And exhale your mountain pose. Okay, so we've practiced a whole lot of different pieces that we can turn into a flow. So we're going to go through that sun salutation A with the breath, inhaling and exhaling and moving as we go through sun A. And then we're going to do a sun salutation B and incorporate the warrior one pose into that flow. So a chair flow from mounted pose. Inhale the hands up. As you exhale, arms wide, knees bent, forward fold. Inhale, come to half lift. Exhale, step both feet back to plank. Inhale and plank. As you exhale, little bend in the elbows, lower just a little bit. And inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward dog. So now we take our 3 or 4 or 5 breaths. Step the feet toward the chair. Come to that half lift, hands on the chair seat or below the knees. Exhale down, knees bent, forward fold. Now press the belly down, get long, arms wide, coming back up. Exhale, mountain pose. Take a minute, shake it out. We're going to do sun salutation B. So it looks a lot like A, except we'll be putting warrior ones in there. So inhale the hands up. And then exhale, forward fold. Come to half lift. And now step back into that plank. Step the right foot forward toward the chair. Spin the left heel in and down. Warrior one. Exhale, hands to the chair. Right foot back. Vinyasa, so you bend the elbows and upward dog. And back to plank. Step the left foot up, spin the right heel in and down. Warrior one. Exhale, hands come down to the chair, coming left foot back beside the right, a little bend in the elbows, upward dog, and back to downward dog. And step the feet toward the chair, come to that half lift, and exhale down. And pressing into the mat, arms wide, coming back up. And mountain pose. Yeah, good, all right. So let's do some balance here. Chair's a wonderful thing for that. So you can turn the chair so that the back is towards you, so you can have your hand on the back of that chair. And we can come into tree pose. So find your spot on the floor, focus, and then you can turn those right toes out as you move the weight to the left foot. And when you get ready, you can take that foot and either lift it to the inside of the calf, or you can bring it above the knee if you choose, with that left hand on the chair seat. And if you choose, you can just release the back of the chair. And then bring the right foot down. And we'll move the chair to the other side. The tree on the other side. Turn those left toes out as you find your spot on the floor. Lifting that foot, or you can leave the toes on the floor. When you're ready, good. Release the left foot down to the mat. So moving the chair, I will move it to this side now because I want to do head to knee pose. So rooting down into the mat, I'm going to step back with my right foot. 2 lanes for the feet. You can keep your hand on the back of the chair. If you feel comfortable, you can bring the hands behind and interlace the fingers. Squeeze the hands together. So you're pressing the heels of the hands together, pressing those hands down toward the floor to open the heart. And then exhale, little bend in that knee as you come forward and down. Draw that left hip back. Let the face gently move toward the left knee. Lift the hands to the ceiling if they're behind or on the back of the chair, just using that chair for stability. On your inhale, get long through the spine, lifting back up. If your hands are on your hips here, or if your fingers are interlaced and the hands are squeezed together, press the hands down toward the floor, and your hand can still be on the back of that chair. And then take the right hip forward toward the front of the chair as you lift the gaze to the ceiling. Inhale and come up. Good. And then step the right foot up. Take that breath. I'm going to move the chair to the other side because it works better that way. Step back with the left foot. It doesn't have to be a big, giant step back there. The hips are square to the front of the mat. 2 lanes for the feet. And either the hand stays on the back of the chair, or you can bring the hands behind and clasp the hands, fingers. So pressing the hands down toward the floor, lifting tall, exhale, and come over that right leg, face toward the right knee, hands lift to the ceiling. Strong through the arms, squeezing the hands together. Take that right hip back a little bit, but still a little bend in that right knee. On your inhale, gently round back up. And if the hands are clasped, you can press them toward the mat as you let the head fall back and take that left hip forward. And coming back up. Just take the left foot up beside the right. So let's work on Warrior 2. Standing Warrior 2. So let's step back a pretty good step now with that left foot. Line the heels up so that left heel is behind the right. And now turn the shoulders to line up with the heels. Take a bend or put a bend in that right knee, and you can keep a hand on the back of the chair if you're not stable here. Or you can move into Warrior 2. Let's come into side angle. So bring that right elbow down to the right knee. Let the hips settle here, and then take the left hand to the ceiling. Keeping that bend in the knee. Come back to Warrior 2. Straighten the leg. Bring the hands to the hips or to the back of the chair. Turn toward the front of the mat and just step that left foot up. And we'll do warrior two on the other side. So a pretty good step back now with the right foot. Line the heels up. Turn the shoulders to line up with the heels, and then bend that front knee, that left knee. Get tall. Stay strong through the back leg. Come into your warrior two. Bring the left elbow down to the knee. Again, the hips drop here. And take the right arm, the right hand to the ceiling. Lift back up. Warrior two, stay strong. Bring the hands back down. And step the right foot up beside the left. So similar to warrior two, you can do triangle, and that chair will be there to help you feel stable and secure. So let's, same side, let's just step back with the right foot. This time a little bend in the knee, but that left leg is, for all intents and purposes, straight, with a very slight bend in the knee. Keep everything in line here, shoulders and the hips, although they will be a little bit cocked toward the front of the mat, only a little bit. Hands to the hips, and take that left hand and reach toward the front of the mat. So now as you hinge, you stay long through the spine, and you feel the hips move toward the back of the mat as you reach forward so the weight stays balanced. Wherever you get that, whenever you get that pull, that little tug, on the inside of that left leg, that's where you need to be. So bring that hand down. It can be above the knee. It can be below the knee. It could be on the seat of the chair if the chair was turned slightly this way. It could be right here. Take that right shoulder, draw it back, the right hand to the ceiling. Inhale, coming back up. And bring the hands to the hips or to the seat of the chair. And then just step the right foot up. So using the chair seat, we'll do triangle to the other side. So from where up here beside that chair, big step back now with the left foot. Lining the heels up, lining the shoulders up. Reach that right hand out. And as you hinge, feel the hips move. Find that little gentle tug. And then bring that hand down to the leg, or above the knee or below the knee, or the seat of the chair. Take the left shoulder back, left hand to the ceiling. You're rolling those bottom ribs under and breathing. Good. And bring the left hand down. And just take that step to the top of the mat. Good. Step it out. Bringing the chair back onto the mat. Step the feet wide. And you might, if you have a hardwood floor or something here, you might want to actually turn this the other way. So when you're standing wide on the mat, both feet are on the mat. Press the heels out towards the ends of the mat. So you feel pigeon-toed when you're in this wide-legged stance. Hands to the hips. Elbows to the rear, or you can actually start here with fingertips on the chair seat. Get long through the spine, and now come down to a wide-legged forward fold. Let the head just hang and breathe. Now come up to a wide-legged half lift. So the hands are on the seat of the chair. Bring the left hand under the face, and then extend the right arm, and now open to the right. Long spine when you twist. So you're pressing the belly toward the mat as you lift the right hand to the ceiling. Now as you exhale, right hand comes down, right hand under the face. Left arm extends, moving very mindfully, opening to the left. And bring the left hand down. All right. So just move the hips back and forth here. Bend, put a little bend in the right knee. Let the hips drop over to the right. They won't go far, but that's okay. A little sensation in the inside of that left leg. And bring the hips to center. Take the hips left. Sensation in the right leg. And bring the hips back to center. Good. Spin the heels in. So now the toes are pointed out. And then bend the knees. Come down into a wide kneed squat. Go as low as you can. Elbows to the insides of the knees. And just let the bottom gently move down toward the mat. And press with the legs, coming back up. Spin those heels out, and come back one more time into a wide-legged forward fold. Bring the hands to the seat of the chair. Press the belly toward the mat, and then lift up with a long spine. Good, all right. Just step the feet together. And I'll bring the chair back onto, actually, so a little bit closer to the camera, and we'll finish up. So coming into the chair, let's just take a breath. We'll do just a little bit of movement in the chair to warm down. So a little bit of circles here. So take the heart forward and to the right, gently round back, and to the left, coming forward, to the right and back, and to the left and forward. One more gentle circle this way, and to the right and forward, left and back the other way. Yeah, okay. When the back is toward the back, or when you're there, just round down, let the chin drop down toward the chest. And take a couple breaths just to the belly. Just feel the belly breathing. Belly expands and contracts. Fine, now just settle back into that chair. Bring the hands to the thighs. Relax as we start. We go down, or we'll finish the way we started. Feeling down through the feet. Feeling the sits bones on the chair, the backs of the legs. The back resting against the back of the chair. And lying in Savasana on the mat if you choose. Noticing the breath. Relax the face, soften the neck. Shoulders released. Belly is soft. Arms, hands, fingers relaxed. Hips, legs, feet, and toes. Soft. Feel the weight of the body settling into the chair or into the mat. Let the heart rate slow, let the breathing slow. Notice any noises that you hear, sounds you hear in the room. Notice if you feel warm or if you feel cool. Bringing the awareness back into the body. Notice the breath. Now let's count those inhales and exhales, those breaths, from 5 back to 1 or to 0. Yeah, opening the eyes, wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Bring to mind something that you're grateful for today or someone that you're grateful for today. Thank you for practicing with Veterans Yoga Project and with me today. And namaste. The light in me honors the light in you.